can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, you want to count us in?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom. You're going to respect my hustle. You're going to respect my flow. What up? Welcome to another episode of Necro Electric. I'm your host, Sean D. Skellington. This is my gorgeous wife, Kylie G. Skellington. And the sorceress of the sound mixer, Jordan Butt Cheek.
I love that name.
Butt Cheek.
Hey, you know, my dad wanted to name me that. So thankfully my mom has some sense.
I've actually said that one before. I should have said Rosy Cheeks or something.
That's what he wanted too. My sister would be Rosie and I would be Butt. So.
Damn. All right, today we got a couple of very special guests. We've got rapper Waco's own Pride and Joy, Pirscription and Mary Jane.
Hey.
What up, guys?
Hello.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Man, y'all got the shop looking dope, man. My first
Thank
time
you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Even though we've invited you several times.
No.
He's got too much going on, dude.
I mean, you know, we like, at this point in time, we blame everything on the Rona. So anything anybody says, I just blame.
Well, this is my
Rona.
first
Yeah.
invite, and I'm here.
Thanks. She's 1 for 1.
I got all kinds of things to talk to these sons of bitches about. But before we get into it, hit that subscribe button on YouTube.
Do it.
And since this is Mary Jane's first time, and you didn't do this before, but we do a thing called Who the Hell Are You? So you got to answer 3 questions.
All right.
3.
All right, so first question. Vampire, werewolf, warlock, witch, or monster hunter?
I'm torn, actually. I don't know. It's
What are you torn between?
a werewolf and a witch.
We haven't got a lady werewolf
No, we
yet.
haven't.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
You going lady werewolf?
Yeah, I'll go.
Oh.
It's
Lady
always the big dudes that are like, oh, werewolf for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's really no other option. They gotta be werewolf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I go
I mean, if
vampire
you're
all
into
day.
hair and shit, sure.
And you're going to rip all your skunk shirts, dude, once a month.
Yeah, you get new clothes once a month.
Nah, yeah, you might be right. Damn. I might have to
No, unless you were
Vampire might
like,
be the thing to be.
counterproductive. You're like, oh, it's about to happen. And you just strip down in the middle of the woods somewhere. You know,
You gotta
save your
carry
clothes.
extra clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You probably monitor Oscar, huh? It's almost full moon.
Oh, I wouldn't be scared of him.
Change your clothes
He'd be
and
like
shit.
a little puppy.
Put on your stretchy pants.
Just a cute little puppy. I'd be like, it's okay. It's all right.
It's cuddle time.
Yeah.
All right, question 2. What kind of porn do you guys watch? Damn.
I mean, man, there's so many.
All kinds.
Oh man,
What's your go-to?
Go to.
It can't be any worse than hearing incest and gangbang
Yeah,
in my
so-
headphones.
That was from Terry last episode.
Yeah.
It damn sure can't be that.
Yeah.
Man, I'll say cuckold just because there'll be a lot of good videos in that one. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
Wait, what is that?
Cuckold, that's where like somebody is smashing somebody else's wife.
They're watching,
Yeah.
they're filming.
Oh,
Life situation,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I like role play.
Bro,
like
like
medieval shit?
dressing
Or-
up kind of stuff. Yeah.
Like dentist office, lawyer's office.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I go off fantasy and
Judge.
shit. Like fighting dragons and shit.
it's like the guard and the inmate. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Which one are you?
Specific.
The inmate?
Either way. It depends on the mood that day.
All right, and last question. Where are you guys from?
Waco.
I'm from West, Texas.
That was easy compared to the other two, right?
Right.
Nice. All right, so I consider us all like hardworking, hustling people.
Mm-hmm.
But these two right here, they're always hustling. Maybe a little bit more. If you guys don't know, Pirscription just dropped a brand new music video that's on fire right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trunk saying.
That
Look it
is
up on YouTube.
some catchy shit. Like, I listened to it a couple times a day and I was like,
Shout out. Shout out Trini Polk and Charlie Boy for coming up with the hook, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
for sure.
So definitely check that out on YouTube.
I will be honest. I did not know what to expect because I heard we need all the cars. There's going to be a pig and a ribbon. There's going to be they're going to be out in a barn somewhere. And I was like, I don't know what is going to happen with this, but good luck. Like
It came out really dope.
No,
Yeah,
it really
it did. It
I
was
think you
amazing.
captured like the whole vibe of,
Totally.
of like your scene that you got going on. You know what I mean? Yeah,
That
I like
shit,
it.
you know?
Was that One Mind?
Yeah, that was One
Yeah,
Mind. Shout out One Mind Media.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm not, to be honest, like I'm more of a heavy metal guy. Obviously, you know, more metal to the pedal. But I've probably seen that video at least fucking 15 times, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciate
It's
that.
great.
And they also have a podcast called the Private Hip Hop Podcast.
Yeah.
Who actually, you know, I won that from the Road Media competition. I think y'all were part of that panel.
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were.
we gave you a vote.
Podcast.
Yeah.
It's from my family.
We voted for you.
I have pictures.
Yeah.
What was it? It was like what was it? The pictures you were sweet talking the priest lady or whatever, the church lady.
Oh.
I'll post that picture right here. You was
Sweet
trying to be all respectful, and I was all talking shit in the background, and you turned around and were like smiling.
Yeah, so part of the reason we had the podcast is because y'all voted for us, and then I won it, and I couldn't think of anybody better to bring in than Mary Jane. Mary Jane has her own radio show on 94.5. She's done that for years, Sexy Saturdays. And she be on her ball. We do the private hip hop parties, and she was a host on that, and she kills everything she does. Man, it's probably one of the hardest working people around for real.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
nice,
awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's another interesting thing about your guys' podcast is to actually host private events, right? I mean, obviously with the Rona and shit, fucking.
I'm this close, bro, to saying fuck it and throwing one in the country.
Yeah.
Right?
Why not?
Why not?
For real. By the time this
Whoever wants to show will show.
Yeah, for real.
Right?
I'm close. I'm this close to doing it. Fuck it. Fuck it, bro.
YOLO.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I asked her. I said, she's like, yeah, we're going to Miami. I was like, you're going in all this craziness. She's like, it's everywhere. And I was like, all right.
That's true. I mean, you can either go to Miami and get it, or you can just stay
to
home and get
Walmart.
it from Walmart.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I mean, I
true.
guess.
I'd rather go to Miami to get it.
Yes. So when are we going to Hawaii?
Now, another interesting story about Mary Jane is you pulled somebody out of a fire or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, I woke him up out of the fire. His house,
Okay.
my neighbor, he's a crazy neighbor. Like, no one likes him on the block because he's just loud. And, like, some nights he loves heavy metal, let me tell you. And some nights he will go, like, 4 in the morning outside, though, like in the front yard.
Oh my God. Are you living a double life?
We love him. So one morning I heard somebody outside like, oh my God. And I just looked out and it was like someone who was driving by who like stopped and was like looking at the fire. And that's our neighbor whose house was on fire. So I ran across the street real fast, started banging on all his windows. I even had the water hose.
Oh my God.
Was he high as shit, just fucking chilling in there, dude? How did you not know it was on fire?
Who, him?
Yeah.
He was asleep. It was like early in the morning. So he was
Sleeping right
One
through the
thing Mary Jane
fire.
knows how to do is be loud.
Yes, it was fun. It was fun because he's hilarious and he actually was like, that was my chance, MJ. You ruined it. He was like, that was my birthright. Pick me then, right? I'm trying to help you.
Oh my God. You saved his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the story I heard. It said like Mary Jane like rips dude out of a burning house or something. I was like, damn, dude.
Throws him over her shoulder and drags him out.
I definitely did it all. Like, I need a day now, Mary Jane Day.
Were there like other neighbors outside just watching, not doing nothing, or
Y'all
I think
they got their
eventually
phones and
everybody
shit.
started to come out.
Yeah.
I think everybody else. It's funny now, but at the moment, I don't know what the hell I was doing. I just reacted,
Yeah.
Did you like think about the rules that they told you at school? Like, stop, drop, and roll. Touch the doorknob. Don't touch the doorknob.
While I was like holding the water hose, something like fell, and I was like, ah! The other way. I didn't want it to blow up.
Were you just screaming like, "Wake up, you dumb fuck"?
Yeah, pretty much. What's even more funny is he's crazy, right? So he has his electric wired fence. So he's just standing in the backyard. He can't come out the front because it's on fire.
Oh shit.
The house, and he's just standing there like
Can't get out.
shocked to burned. Damn.
Funny.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I've had to save someone's life. Like, it was like me or they would die.
Yeah.
I've never been in that type of
I
situation.
can imagine
either.
them being mad at you for doing it though.
I saved my old bass player's life because he was starting we played a show in San Jose at the club called the Voodoo Lounge. And on the Voodoo Lounge, it's all the windows are blacked out, so you can't see in. But when you're inside, you can see out. Mm-hmm. And Adrian was out, and he's got a loud mouth. He's a Mexican dude, bass player, and he was out there just talking shit to these dudes. And then one of their friends came up, and he had a fucking knife, and he was just right up behind Adrian. And I just opened the fucking door and grabbed his arm, and the security guard came up behind me, and we just fucking took that guy down.
Wow.
Yeah. So
You hero.
Yeah.
Or role playing
I know,
later.
right?
that guy later.
You're about to get stabbed, bro. Like, that's a whole nother hero. I don't think I would have stepped in on that.
I mean, later in life, he fucked me over, so I probably should have kept that door shut. But whatever.
But that's good karma. It'll come back to you in some, or if it hasn't already, it'll come back to you in some form or fashion.
Or you might have stopped his bad karma from coming back, so it still had to come back and get him another time.
Yeah.
Maybe. Damn. So I respect the way this guy launched. So I have a music video I just dropped, right, for my band. And I hate YouTube because we're on like the bad boy YouTube list for whatever reason on the algorithm because
It's all of your F-bombs.
we're explicit or whatever. So the algorithm's like, hell no, dude. So I just post everything directly. And then I saw when you launched yours, right? He did a thing where he put a little fucking trailer and then he's like, you want to watch this shit? Click on my fucking YouTube link. I was like, motherfucker.
Nice.
That's how he does it, dude.
So you gotta little clips and little pictures. You gotta have the link. They gotta go click the link, bro. If they don't click the link, fuck it.
One of a kind record tactics, dude.
We're just trying to survive out here. Run them numbers up.
Learn it.
That shit, you gotta do it. You gotta strategize, man.
Oh, yeah. So what else have you guys been up to?
I just opened up my own hair salon.
Oh, shit.
No way.
What's it called?
It's Chronic Beauty Bar.
Oh, how cool. Where's that?
Chronic, huh?
It's in Beverly Hills off Dutton and Valley Mills.
Okay, that's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Nice. We'll put a link.
It's about
right here.
1 month in now, so
Wow.
it's coming along pretty good.
So you do
fantastic.
hair.
Yeah.
You're a radio show hostess, a podcast host. You
lives.
save people from fire.
Superhero.
What else are we adding to the resume?
I'm a student too. I mean,
She's a student.
By night, she's a security guard.
there. I'm a yeah, but yeah, I'm going to school for criminal justice right now.
What?
I want to work with
Nice.
youth, like juveniles and people like that.
And here you are role playing being a jail person.
Damn, I feel
what I know,
I feel lazy as hell. Like, I go to work and then like I do this once a week and I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I mean, to be fair, I do have a kid at home that is the most rambunctious little kid ever, and then a fiance who is also kind of a little kid. I love you, Oscar, but you're kind of a little kid. Anyway, but like hearing all that, I'm like, I need to take a nap. Like, I'm tired. I'm not even doing it. I'm tired.
Well, if you listen to the last episode, you'd know that she spends her nights doing some Star Wars shit.
No.
Yeah.
One night a year.
Vader.
That's got to wear you out after a while.
No,
That's the character you chose.
There's her role play.
No. If I had to choose, it wouldn't be Darth Vader, that's for sure. You can't breathe in that fucking helmet. You can't do nothing.
That's sexy.
To be like sweating and you're like, I can't.
With the voice.
Give it to me, Oscar.
Yeah. No. I would be Jar Jar Binks. Duh. Script's over there like, what?
Man, I drove all the way out here for this shit.
Hell no, I was over here thinking like Jar Jar Binks, but then it hit me.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
How's the market's been going? Yeah?
It's been great. I mean, for like what we have to deal with.
Yeah. I mean,
you know,
of course, having any type of event during a pandemic, you don't know really how the turnout's going to be. But
And I gotta play Mask Enforcer. And
yeah.
So the
there's
rules
so many
are,
other things that go into
yeah,
it.
so you can have, the rules are so fucking weird. So people can be in groups of 10.
10 people here.
But those groups have to be
6 feet away from
apart.
10 people here.
So I can never have a cluster of more than 10 people at any given time, right? And there can't be more than 10 people in the store as customers at any given time.
Do you have like a clicker? 1, 2,
No.
3.
Running around fucking, you know, for the most part, people are cooperative and everybody's, it's a good time. So everybody just wants to be there, you know, and get out of their house. So everybody follows the rules for the most part.
You're like the CO in the jail yard. Hey, well, I don't know what's going on.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, every once in a while, you'll just
Negative.
you get like a herd of people like this, they all drive up and they want to all come into the store, and I got to be like, no, you got to go break it up. Half of you go that way, half of you go that way, you know. Because you never know who's gonna be here.
There was some cops patrolling.
Snitching on us. Oh yeah, when I was setting
time.
up the last one, fucking Waco PD just straight up pulled up like 20 feet away from me. I was setting up a tent, just me in the morning for my art show, you know. And he's just sitting in there fucking watching me.
Staring at him.
And I'm like, yo, good morning, you know? And he just doesn't just straight face me. And I'm like, all right, whatever, dude, I don't give a fuck, you know? And, and then I'm just setting this shit up. And then he pulled over to the side and then he rolled his window down and was just kind of like watching me for like 10 minutes, man. And I came back out and I'm loading up my art and I'm just like, yo, dude, I got permits, I got license, I got insurance, what you need, dude? You know? And he's just like, still not talking to me, rolled his window up, took off, came back later with 2 other dudes, you know? And they were just kind of watching the show to see how it was all flowing, but, you know, I'm waving at them all day.
We're on top of it.
Why would you need 2 other cops? Like, one cop would have been able to take care of it.
I don't know. I think they think we're a rowdy bunch or something, but, you know.
It'd also be Waco PD. I know, like, when I used to throw my birthday events, man, the police would go. Happened to me 2 years in a row. The police went to the venue while we're setting up and went and talked to the owners and pretty much tried to convince them to like shut me down. You know what I'm saying? Because the crowd's gonna be tough.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bitch, I just paid $1,400.
Yeah.
Hell no. Ain't nothing go down. And that, like that. So I can only imagine with the Rona trying to throw something.
That's why our private hip hop parties, we don't put out the address.
Yeah.
You know,
it's private.
It's like,
Well, I mean, with us, it's like we're supporting the community. Like right now, like there's businesses going out of business every other day. White Elephant went down, like a bunch of
really?
of shops. Yeah,
Damn.
they just teamed up with Creative Waco to do an online thing.
Let's not talk about that. I don't want to talk about it.
But anyways, like we support local businesses. You know what I mean? And it's like, and we cross our T's and dot our I's. So we're doing everything safely. We're doing everything how we should be doing it. So, you know, I don't really care if people want to monitor us. You know, they can monitor us, but you're not going to stop us.
You should have been like sexy putting up the tent, being like, yes, officer, is there something I can help you with? Make him real uncomfortable.
Take my shirt off or tie it up.
Just like, you know, pull it through the top like Britney Spears or something.
Just like flipping your hair.
right?
I think the Rona started with this $1 bill right here that they gave me at this gas station.
Oh, God.
That was your change?
That's the change.
2020 was $1 bill.
Hope y'all store gets
That's
change.
awful.
But this is where the Rona started, so y'all can stop patrolling the parking lot.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez Louise.
Damn, dude.
I think that was in my neighbor's house.
We got time for an ad.
Yes. Somebody folded this up. Hello. This episode is brought to you by Skellington Curiosities. Skellington Curiosities is the only curiosities and oddity shop in Waco, Texas, full of clothing, lingerie, accessories, oddities, and everyday curiosities. A spooky vibe 365. Visit us online at skellingtoncuriosities.com.
Boom. And you know, we've been talking about the market. If you guys don't know, it's the last Sunday of every month. And every time we have this market, we're always trying to bring something new, something fun. Right now, it's 50-50. We're figuring it out, but we're trying to get some sideshow performers. And we're just
Getting the logistics together.
Yeah, so but we have to, you know, maintain the Rona rules. So we got a big tent coming. So I'm thinking if I'll just let 10 people into the tent at a time. you know, and if that works.
You need like a circus barker, like one of those people that's like, step right up.
Yes.
But make him like spooky looking.
There you go. Scoop would be a great one.
Yes. Give him like a striped suit with a hat.
Yeah.
Make him call out to people.
Step right up, you piece of shit.
Scumbag.
Yeah. I mean, you guys did have pirates last time, right?
Yeah,
and they
they're
were
coming
selling
back.
Yeah,
the...
they'll be back here.
Yes.
Some like
Crooked beard.
legit like pirates.
They're part of a pirate clan.
Crew.
And they
make handmade weapons.
Yeah, they go into the forest and they forage for all these like tree stumps and like just things that they can find, and they make weapons out of them.
Like bushcraft.
Like it's amazing, and they
Nice.
make pipes.
Some
They make a
gnarly
lot of
shit,
pipes
though.
and stuff. It's
like
really
spears, axes, like some Viking looking shit, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that whip thing that Bane was playing with?
Oh yeah, somebody left
You don't need to know, Jordan.
at our last market. Somebody, because I always go and clean up the parking lot. Somebody left a flogger, like a brand new leather flogger. I was like, "Yo, where'd the flogger come from, dude?"
He's like, I'm keeping this.
It was a little baseball bat and shit.
Yeah, and my kid grabbed it and he was like, "Oh!" I was like, "Nah, man, give me that shit, dude."
And then he was really upset when you took it away from him. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh!"
Well, he's a fisherman, dude. So anything that's like remotely fishing pole related, he's all about.
Yeah.
Which is odd because he's only 3.
Yeah.
But he'll literally like, we have this little pond, or it's not a pond, but it's one of those plastic pond toys.
It's a water table.
Water table, whatever the fuck it's called.
Water table?
Yeah, not a pump.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like a plastic pond, basically.
Yeah.
You fill it up with water. You put fake plastic fish in it. He'll sit in there with a chair all
Yeah.
fucking day.
Yeah. That's cute.
Y'all ain't
Yeah.
never took him real fishing?
No,
No,
not
not
yet.
yet.
And her dad's like a hardcore fisherman too. So.
Yeah, trying to get him up here, but Rona.
I love fishing, man. I go fishing all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing we got to talk about.
Okay.
You guys have heard about fucking the Tiger King, dude.
Bobcat King.
Fucking Prescription's trying to be the Central Texas Bobcat King.
Oh,
I saw that.
Right, I forgot about that.
I saw
man,
that.
The Bobcats. It was wild. I was sitting on my front porch and like just sitting there. Me, like I got like a 9-month-old and my old lady. We're all sitting outside on the front porch.
Yeah.
And I like seen it. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, is that a deer? Look at that. Like I couldn't tell what it was. I walked down there and I got real close. I'm like, God damn, it's a fucking bobcat. It was a big ass mama bobcat.
Shit.
It was some baby bobcats.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, needless to say, somebody made it out there and took care of the mama bobcat, and the baby bobcats were still around. Like, man, what we gonna do with these? So, we had to set out traps and get them caught and stuff like that, and get them to a safe place and shit. But they were wild, bro. They're itty bitty, they're little bitty, and bro, the
vicious.
vocal though,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah, I saw your video you posted.
so loud,
Little cute ass
scary.
like fucking kitten looking thing, and then you're like, "Yo, dude," and then it's like,
He's in a cage this big. I'm still jumping. Like,
Yeah, they look scary.
That's crazy.
Yeah, scary. And the only reason I ain't worried about it is because I got all the chickens out there, so they're real close to my chickens. And like I got a friend lives up the street, and I think last year he lost over 50 chickens, and then he put out a trap and he caught a bobcat.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So after that, he stopped losing.
well, you got to be careful with them bobcats. Even back home in California, that one lady was just on a hiking trail and a big bobcat got her by the neck and the jaw and stuff.
Oh.
And she got away, but her face was just annihilated.
Yeah, my dad killed one last year. It was a big male bobcat. I mean, he was like thick. He wasn't like tall, but he was just real like thick and muscular. And he'd been killing all like the baby ducks and the adult ducks and stuff like that. So, I mean, I've seen a cougar straight up like run past my car out by their property. It scared the shit out of me. I was like, it's fucking wild kingdom out here. Like shit.
Yeah.
You live in the jungle.
I know. They have like big ass water moccasins. They've got bobcats,
no.
cougars, all sorts of shit.
And that's
So,
where you're taking us when you get married?
yeah.
We got to get
Look,
traipse
listen
out
here. The thing you have to worry about the most
Nine and shit.
is the goose.
Yeah,
you
the-
have to
the
worry
geese.
about the goose the most.
Yeah.
They're angry.
A roundhouse of goose, dude.
Like, I mean, I've pretty much kicked him a couple of times because he'll do this to my butt, and I'm always like, get the fuck away from me.
What?
Yeah, like he's
Does Oscar
yeah.
get jealous?
No, because he hates that goose. But yeah, he's the one you have to worry about the most. More than anything else out there is that fucking goose. So I think I've decided that I want to like tie a bow around his neck. So like if he does come wandering up, he at least kind of matches the scenery.
But then people are going to look at it and be like, oh, it's a tamed goose with a bow on his neck. I'm going to try it.
Motherfuckers.
I think if you've ever been around a goose, you know that them motherfuckers is not to be friendly.
That's true. That's true.
I told the story before, but I was at a birthday party at Lake Marietta in Fremont. Yeah, just big old goose. I was trying to eat a sandwich, and then they come over and start honking at you and shit. You're like, fuck off, man. Like, get out of here. And then they start snipping at you, and one got me in the ribs.
Oh my God.
Jackie Chan, that motherfucker. And there's like other families like all around us, like having birthday parties and stuff. Yeah, I got up and just straight roundhouse.
Oh, poor goose.
I used to have a rooster that was a bitch, bro. He attacked everybody. He got drop kicked so many times. And like, you know, he just brushed it off. Fuck it. The dogs almost killed him a few times. He brushed that shit off. Fuck that shit. He was a soldier.
Birds of any kind are not my thing. I would never own a bird.
They're like, I mean, the chickens, I be watching them hoes, bro. They're like velociraptors. You know what I mean?
They are.
If a chicken was as tall as us, y'all be terrified.
True. That'd be terrifying.
I mean, there's cats too. Like, I've never seen a bobcat, like a live one in person, but when I was in Mexico, I went on a tour and they took us to go see a panther pit. Yeah, and it's like,
No thanks.
forget it, bro.
Right.
If you guys ever seen them, those things are bigger than men, and like because like for one, that whole thing was sketch. I don't know, have you guys ever been to Mexico?
Exactly.
Puerto Vallarta?
Have y'all ever been to Mexico?
First of all, yes. I will not go to a panther pit in Mexico.
My mom makes weird decisions, right? So she took us to Puerto Vallarta, right? We didn't stay at a resort or nothing. We just stayed like in a hotel downtown Puerto Vallarta.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys have ever been there. I was right next door.
Fully submersed.
She's like, go check out, and I'm only like 16 or something at the time. She's like, go check out that market next door. I go into this fucking warehouse, and it's like a flea market, but like here's a booth, dude slaughtering a cow, you know, just no air conditioning, no refrigeration, just straight like, here, let me cut you off a piece of this fucking, you
want
know,
the
ass cheek
testes?
right
Here
here.
you go.
Yummy.
Next booth over, juice is flowing, there's t-shirts. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man? I go to eat dinner, and I'm with my little cousin Macy, and I order a Coke, and they give me rum and Coke, and I don't know, and I'm tossing them back like 2 or 3, right? And then I'm getting loud, I'm getting wild, you know? You know, my mom's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing's wrong with me. And then my little cousin, she had Sprite and tequila.
oh my God.
Yeah, she was throwing them back, and then she's like on the table, and my mom's like, what the fuck is going on with you guys? And they're like, oh, you know.
Wait. She didn't notice she was drinking tequila?
Macy? No. Well, my cousin Macy, if you know her, she talks like a mouse, and she never says like anything. You know what I mean?
But if I was like, oh, I'm going to drink a Sprite, and it was like instant
didn't
tequila,
taste-
I would
We're
still
in
be
Mexico,
like,
and like
oh.
they tell you like things are gonna taste different. They're gonna drink different.
Yeah.
I ordered fucking.
Everything has alcohol.
Yeah, I ordered fucking was it sausage and eggs, and they give me hot dogs every fucking time, dude. And I'm like, yo, I didn't order hot dogs and eggs. And the guy's like, no, sausage and eggs,
Yes, you
man.
did.
And I'm like, all right, give me my fucking hot dog. You know? But my mom signed us up. She's like, I want to go do something, you know, we're with my grandma and like a bunch of fucking people. And she's like, we're going to go on an adventure. And so she goes to some shady ass fucking place, a fucking old army truck, you know, like the ones that have like the tops,
man.
but the top's gone, dude. Top's totally gone. No protection, dude. Just like a shitty fucking bench on both sides and a bunch of other dumb tourists, right? We're all just a bunch of dumb white tourist people, dude. And we all pile onto this thing. We get onto this highway. The dude's
Driving to your death.
No joke. Dude's doing like dude's doing 85 like on this like super fucking sketch ass highway, you know?
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
know.
damn, dude, no seatbelts. We're just fucking hanging on. Like damn, all right. We get there. Dudes pull out their old ass M16s. Right?
Just in case.
Yeah. A couple of them have M16s. One dude's just walking with us. We're walking up to the top of the ridge, you know, and they're checking like the fucking wind and shit to make sure the panthers can't fucking smell us and stuff. And then the guy picks up, she hates this thing, but he picks up a pile of dirt and he's like, check this out. And he blows it and it's a bunch of daddy long legs, like all over the fucking,
It's not dirt. It's just spiders.
yeah, it's just a bunch of fucking spiders, right? And you're like, fuck, I'm walking on all these. And then we get up to the top of the ridge. And dude fucking pulls off his hoodie And he's showing us like, okay, don't make any noise, don't don't attract any attention. He shows us his fucking chest is just hamburger meat, dude, like scars, because he got caught up by one of these guys.
Wow.
At one point in time, but I looked over the ridge real quick, and the muscles on those fucking things, dude.
Man.
I'm like, nah, dude. Like,
Wow.
You can't trust those cats, dude.
No.
They're too agile, and then when they're that big, you got no chance.
Yeah.
Sounded like you were going to Jurassic Park. Like you were just
Seriously.
about to watch some raptors come out of that pit.
It was gnarly, and then the noises that they make, like that shit haunts you.
Right.
He's a changed man.
Yeah. I mean, that kitten, you heard that kitten's noise. Just imagine, like, a good 300
I seen a
pounds on that
I
thing.
seen a mountain lion in Land Passes one time. Big ass
Yeah.
mountain lion. That shit was terrifying. Bro.
Yeah.
Terrifying. And I seen one get hit by an 18-wheeler, and I swear, like, the 18-wheeler, like, damn near totaled itself. Also in Land Passes.
Yeah. Oh.
That's crazy.
Everybody always, like, I think everywhere you live, they'll be like, oh, rumor has it there's a Black Panther around these parts.
Yeah.
And I swear I'd have heard a million people tell me that there's a Black Panther somewhere close to here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out in the country and
Yeah,
shit.
everywhere I go, no matter what town it is, somebody hear the same story.
Right.
So I'm still waiting to see Black Panther.
I had a
I
neighbor
don't think you want to see one.
growing up, because I lived out in the middle of nowhere, and one of my neighbors, his name was Dr. LePerrier, and he owned a lion. And I always
lion?
a lion, and I always thought it was a rumor. And like the one time that I actually went into Dr. LePerrier's house, I saw it, and it wasn't like the one with the big mane. It was like a female lion, but it was just hanging out in this cage in his backyard.
Why'd you go in his house?
Because my sister was friends with his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Listen here, mister. I swear to God, the last few weeks it's been like she's on a bender, she's fighting people, she's dressing up in Star Wars get up, and now it's like I was like child molested or something. Like, no, we were friends with his daughter. Sheesh.
Yeah. She lived a sheltered life. There was like 100 people in her town.
No,
like
there
all the
was
stories she tells.
maybe like
Well, your neighbor had a lion.
She didn't even watch like Nickelodeon until she was 18 or something.
no, I watched. Shit, I'm not telling stories anymore.
Where do you live where your neighbor has a lion, though? That's just.
Yeah.
I
You
know.
were in a jungle, right?
I was, yeah.
Hey, I knew somebody in Grosbeck, old man in Grosbeck that owned some lions right time. I couldn't make this up. He lived in a fucking school zone right behind a primary school.
Yeah.
For real. Because he had a lion in his backyard. It wasn't no main. It was like you're saying,
Yeah.
right next to the primary school. Had it for
That's
years.
crazy.
I think until it bit some fingers off or something, and then they came and got it.
Yeah.
God, that's just the beauty of living out in the woods, out in the boonies. Though, is you get all kinds of experiences. Like I had a neighbor that lived way, way far in the woods, and they owned ostriches, and one of their ostriches got loose. It was just hanging out in our front yard, just hanging. And I was like, "There's a giant ass bird in our front yard." Like
That's funny.
Dude that used to be a mayor in the town I'm from West. A long time ago, he used to have alligators at his tank.
Oh, shit.
What?
And they weren't supposed to be able to mate. They weren't supposed to be able to have babies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he had them for a long time. And they ended up having babies.
Oh,
and so,
shit.
like, ended up having
She
to
had a
get
whole
rid of them.
grip of them.
Yeah, so they ended up having to get rid of them. They had to round them all up and get rid of them. And so, like, years later, I'm talking like, I don't want to lie. I don't know the exact time frame. But like 10 years, a long ass time later, my mom and them they were out working some fields. They do like some country ass shit. You know what I mean? And they came up on almost a 12-foot alligator, and they killed it, and they took it back to the mayor's house, and they hung that shit up in the fucking shed. That shit was crazy.
Damn.
Crazy.
Wow.
That's right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They be
yeah.
out here. They be hiding.
I took my kids to pet alligators in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You can
Pretty-
pet alligators?
The baby ones.
Oh.
They have their mouth. They
Yeah.
have their mouth
Delicious.
tape.
Still,
Had their
no
mouth
thanks.
taped.
Well, alligator snatched some kid at Disney World.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Remember that.
awful.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Is there a video of it?
He's all, let me see that shit.
You can probably YouTube it.
I think the kid went missing, and then they found the body in the alligator.
Oh.
Mm.
Damn, it was like that. Oh shit! I thought he just like nipped him.
Oh, no. He got him, dude.
Situation, you know what I mean?
You wanted to watch a straight murder.
No, it's like a Harambe situation. Like, he's like, I got this baby.
Nah, he didn't make it back from that one.
Oh, damn it.
That's so funny. I was just thinking of Harambe.
R.I.P. Harambe.
Yeah, right.
We got time for another ad.
Yes. This episode is also brought to you by Dark and Dreary Clothing. Dark and Dreary is an edgy fashion and lifestyle brand that embraces great design and unsurpassed quality. Dark and Dreary has quickly gained a following amongst fans of the occult, horror, punk rock, heavy metal, and all-around free thinkers and retailers worldwide without shoving a preachy, trendy, or political message down your throat. So buy the best, fuck the rest. darkanddrearyclothing.com.
Available at Skellington Curiosities.
Yep.
So living out in the country, you must get like wolves and all kinds of crazy shit out there,
We
right?
get a lot of coyotes, bro. We got a lot of coyotes. They come up close to the house, too. And I got dogs. They still come up close to the house. They don't give a shit.
I've seen a coyote out here by the marketplace.
Oh, yeah?
I've never seen a
I was
roadrunner
harassing it. I kept
before.
chasing it, trying to
So I
put it on
moved
my
here.
snap.
Oh, shit.
And this roadrunner
You're like,
all in the
oh,
parking lot, dude.
If they get hungry enough, they'll come up close. They'll come up close.
I posted quite a few videos. Like, man, there for a while, like the same exact time in the morning and the same exact time in the evening, the coyotes run like through my field behind my house and go out my driveway, and then they go to the field across the street, and then in the morning they'll come back. And they did it a long time for like clockwork, but I haven't seen them in some months. But,
They got
bro,
shot.
we had new people move in like some acres behind us that way,
Yeah.
and I think they might have been popping them because shit, they ain't been back.
They just
Yeah.
coming after your chickens and shit?
Nah, man,
Or they're just traveling?
Nah, they just travel. They just go through and go to the field across the street.
Yeah. What about
Interesting.
snakes and shit out there?
Oh man, not no poisonous snakes yet. We get like
That's
big
good.
ass chicken snakes, bro. I hate big ass chicken snakes. Big ass fucking 5-foot chicken snake. Fuck them hoes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do they like
Yeah.
eat the chicken's whole, or are they just eating the eggs?
They usually eat eggs, but
Oh,
like
okay.
we haven't had them with our chickens. But I've had them out there like a bunch. I've seen a whole bunch.
Because I'm just like picturing this big ass snake with like a whole chicken in its belly, just hanging out.
Right.
So
And I got like tanks and stuff where I live. I got like 3 tanks and a creek. So like we got water
Yeah.
snakes, but we ain't not no water moccasins though. Just like
yeah, water moccasins love baby ducks. My brother found one in the duck house, and it had a whole baby duck in its belly already, and was going for another one. And luckily,
Oh my
my brother
God.
like managed to like cut its head off before it got to the other one. But I was like crying when he told me. I was like, it ate the baby duck. Oh, it ate
Pull it out.
Was it still alive? So, yeah.
We've only had one little ground snake on our
No,
property.
we've had 2. Because remember you backed over one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he had left the house early in the morning, and then I came out and I saw a snake in our driveway that's been run over. Like,
I'm a typical metalhead, dude. Like, if you turn on my truck, it's like,
Right.
I go 100 miles an hour out of my truck every fucking day.
what kind of snake was it? You know what kind of snake it was?
Just little ground
idea.
snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just little tiny guys.
I
but-
run out there in the trails at Cameron Park, and
Oh, yeah.
I'll see a snake or two. I don't know what type or what kind, but
Yeah. Oh, remember we went to Dinosaur World, and there was like a little family of rattlesnakes?
Oh yeah,
By
all
the
just chilling
water?
at the. It was like 5 of those fuckers,
Yeah.
dude. All just chilling around the pond, the koi fish pond. Getting
That's
all
really
fat
good
off
for
eating
a
those koi
children's
fish.
theme park.
Yeah,
That's live.
I can't
Yeah.
do snakes.
yeah. I saw the ground snake the first time, and then I was like, they eat like rodents and shit. They're not bad.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed a stick and I flung that motherfucker right over the fence.
Yeah.
It's like later, dude.
Later, dude.
I let the snakes make it unless they're really fucking big, bro. Then fuck
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
And then
If
what-
they're small, I let them
You
make it.
blast them or you hit them with the
Nah,
lawnmower
no,
or what?
I'm cursed with the curse of the felon. I can't own a gun. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
we don't
okay.
blast shit. If we kill it, we're hitting it with a stick or something.
Go machete and
we get
shit.
close range. We get cursed with this snake.
Hand-to-hand combat and shit. Next music video, dude.
Wrestles it.
You just gotta tap them in the head one time, bro, and they're done. Just tap them. That's it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, like when I a long time ago, I say land pass a lot. I used to be a land pass a lot when I was younger, and like you know, when you work cattle, they got the sticks that you shock the cattle with.
Mhm.
Then they got the sticks that you just hit the cattle with. That they don't do nothing. They're just fiberglass sticks. And like rattlesnakes were everywhere in land pass. You be driving down the street and they be going across the street. So literally, you would get out and you just have that stick. You just go on the street, and just wow, one time on the head, bro. They're done. You know, like, people
Good
be
to
going-
know.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Yeah. One little tap.
Country
That's it.
boy.
Man.
Cool. Well, we're getting to the midnight hour here.
Shit.
You guys want to do some shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to you guys for showing up. It's been a lot of fun, and I love the podcast, by the way. You guys are really, it's very professionally done. It sounds really good. You guys really have a good chemistry together, and congratulations on the music video. I'm definitely going to be like, listen to that on the way home, because I was like, all right, I could. It's nice. It's nice.
It'll get stuck in your head, right?
Yeah, for real. So thank you. Shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody.
Everybody. The world.
Doing what you do.
Shout out to all our new subscribers. We've had quite a few new subscribers.
Yeah.
So keep hitting that subscribe button.
Yes,
Yeah,
please
finally,
do.
fuckers. There's so many people, dude. Like, they're just like, I don't know, silent sleepers, dude. You know, like even one of my friends I hadn't talked to a long time. It was their birthday. I probably haven't talked to her in like 4 years or something.
Who?
Dom.
Oh,
And I was like, yo, happy birthday. And then she was like, oh, thanks. Congrats on your show and shit. I'm like, what?
You're never liking my shit.
Yeah, nobody ever talks or
nothing.
likes. Yeah. But
You'd
people
be
are coming
surprised
around.
how many people are really paying attention.
Right. Yeah.
What about you guys?
Who you got?
Shout out to Script. Shout out to I don't know. Shout out to my kids. I really like your Chucky over there. It reminds me of my kids because
That's the original.
I have a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and let me tell you, they're gangsters. And I tried to scare them. I was like, I'm finna scare them with Chucky. Let me put it on. Let me show y'all ain't really about that life. They love Chucky.
Oh my God.
I'm like, that's how you know y'all are bad. Because every time I come home, they're like, where's my Chucky? Are you gonna go buy me a Chucky? Like my 3-year-old really wants a Chucky doll now.
That is so cute.
That's how you raise goth kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I'm all for it. Like I entertain it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Some cool kids.
Definitely cool.
Who I got? Shout out Skunk, man. Shout out Skunk for the shirt. You know
Yeah.
Shout out Rogue Media Network for
Definitely.
all the hard work they do on the Private Hip Hop Podcast. You know, we couldn't do it without them. Man, shout out you guys, Skeleton Curiosities. I should have made it up here before. I'm gonna come back. You know?
We'll see.
We're gonna come back.
If the coronavirus ever fucking goes away, we'll probably set up a live stage and have some bands and rappers. And,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have you out.
We've got many plans. Just fuck off, Rona.
For real.
Seriously.
Where can people follow you guys?
Queen of the Co. everywhere.
Prescription everywhere. You gotta spell it wrong to spell it right though. PIR instead of PRE.
There you go. So make sure you guys go and follow them, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.